Hello, my lovelies. If you're looking at me and you're like, you're in the same dress, Paulina, because yes, it's a dress. It's actually a dress. Really like it. Why am I in the same dress? It's because you really came at me in the comments and you shouted at me because I was postponing my Riiffs Nusuk video with the new releases and some older releases for 3 weeks. So now I'm like sitting in very high heat in a very, very hot room, almost suffocating, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you, and I have no time to waste and go and change. I just want to sit and do it for you. What I'm wearing on my lips, you might ask, because you always do. You either say my lips are terrible or you ask what I am wearing. So I'll tell you what I'm wearing. This is the Dior Addict in the shade Beige Oblique 418. And it's a stunner. I'm gonna get more of these. I want Tutu, I want Pink Calisto, and I want Dior Vibe. These are on my wish list. Anyways, let's start with the ones I've kept the longest away from you. Yes, I've kept them from you, but I really didn't want to. It's just that I didn't have time. So let's start with this one. This is Rose de Soleil Eclat. So there's another one from this lineup. This is the Eclat version. Rose de Soleil is pink, and it's actually a inspiration from Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandale, if I remember correctly, or Scandale by Night. This one is a perfect alternative to God of Fire, very popular now, from Stefan Umbeluca. Every single brand has an inspired version of God of Fire, and Riiffs has one too, but I have to admit, I really like this one because it's not as harsh on ginger. It's not as harsh to my nose, because most of these fragrances, God of Fire included, are a bit too harsh for me. This one is more like mango, the actual mango, not so much ginger, not so much souriness, a bit sweeter, a bit more girly actually. So this one has mango, lemon, ginger, and red berries, woody coumarin, jasmine, amber, musk, cypriol oil, and oud. Again, the note structure very similar to God of Fire. However, in my opinion, you know, I have so many alternatives to that fragrance, but this one I like in particular because, and the sprayer is phenomenal. I like this one in particular because this one, again, it's not as prominent on ginger. It's more like citrusy mango. Ginger is still here, definitely, but you know, some of these God of Fire alternatives are a bit too much for me. Are a bit too much. This one is, I would say, the most girly of them all, which I personally, of course, prefer. You know, my boyfriend is a huge fan of this DNA, and he owns a lot of fragrances that are either inspired versions or similar in DNA to God of Fire. We don't have the actual God of Fire because we have so many alternatives to it. Niche and Arabian, doesn't matter. He loves this DNA. And I kind of associate this DNA with him at this point because he wears it very often. But this one, he said, is a bit too girly for him, which is like, yay, thumbs up, this is actually for me. So I'm very happy about this. When I saw they releasing it, I was like, okay. You know, I like this fragrance, but it's not like a huge love for me. But when I actually smelled it and wore it, I'm very satisfied with this one. Very, very satisfied. I think it's my favorite one. My favorite alternative to God of Fire is from Riiffs, which happens a lot actually with Riiffs or Nusuk. When they come out with something, it's the best on the market. Many, many times it happened that when they come out with something, it's actually the best. Same thing happened with Bianco Latte, with Queen of Silk, and many, many more. Like, I just reviewed some fragrances from Nusuk for you, so go and check out that video if you want to see more new releases from the brand. But yeah, they're doing one of the best brands for me, one of the best quality brands. So yeah, this one is fantastic. It lasts forever, like all day wear. Very summery fragrance. Actually, this one, even though it does have that cypriol and agarwood, is not as deep and dark as some alternatives are, which again, I prefer. I prefer it. So yeah, it's a nice soury, citrusy, mango, woody scent. And the proportions in here are just how they are supposed to be for me. Okay, next one. This fragrance I actually asked the team to send me because I really wanted it. Not gonna lie, I really, really wanted it. From the notes, I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be good. I'm sure this is gonna be good. Because this is a very good... because this is supposed to be an alternative for Imagination from Louis Vuitton. So Imagination from Louis Vuitton, in essence, is a very citrusy, very fresh fragrance that has kind of soapy aspects and is really lovely, but it doesn't last 2 hours even on most people. So, you know, I just refuse to buy it. But I'm very happy to see some good alternatives, and this is one of them. And I feel like nobody talks about it again. Why? Celesto Turquoise. Celesto Turquoise is so good. So good. Absolute unisex. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl. If you like Imagination, you have to have this. So this one, it has ginger, cedarwood, bergamot, and orange. That's it. And it's exactly like Imagination, but it lasts, actually, it does last. You will get at least 6 hours of wear, which for such a, you know, lightweight, freshy, which has some soapy undertones, it's actually very, very long lasting. So yeah, good 6 hours of wear. Maybe even more on some people, I don't know. But on me, it's around 6 hours with moderate projection. Love it. Recommend it while it's still summer in here, in, you know, our hemisphere. Then I would suggest trying it out. All right, 2 more fragrances, and they're very exciting. One of them I looked for years, actually. I wanted an alternative, then I completely forgot about it. Then I looked again, but couldn't find it anywhere in my country. And I reminded myself about it a while ago, and I actually saw recently that Riiffs has an alternative too. Armani Privé Vert Malachite. I have Rouge Malachite, and I really like it. It's a bit too sagey for me, but I like it overall. This is kinda similar vibe, I would say. Not exactly, but similar vibe, okay? But daytime. This one is a sweet, tropical floral petitgrain fragrance. And this is Luxury Vert from Riiffs. Not a new scent, not a new release, but I recommend it so much. If you don't have it yet, get it. If you want a very inexpensive, brilliant alternative to Armani Privé Vert Malachite, then this is it. This has bitter orange, petitgrain, jasmine sambac, ylang ylang, lily, vanilla, and benzoin. Whereas if we look at the notes of Vert malachite quickly, they are very, very similar. Yeah, Vert malachite has pink pepper, which this one doesn't, but overall, extremely similar, pretty much identical. It's beautiful. It's you definitely get bitter orange petitgrain, but it's very sweet of a scent, but not sweet like gourmand. It's sweet floral. You get very sweet, clean, almost tea-like jasmine, and very sweet, not too creamy, ylang ylang. Definitely get some lily, which is a bit like a slightly indolic smell of a floral, but it's so quite clean. And you get vanilla benzoin. It's beautiful. It's truly, truly beautiful. I don't really love the cap for some reason. I would prefer to maybe have this cap. So much better, right? You know me and caps. I love changing them. It's like so much fun. It's plain perfume for me. So this one, again, beautiful sprayer. Stunning. Stunning. It will be great for you if you love Paris Monte Carlo, Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee, but it's not as creamy. But similar vibe. Again, Vert malachite, 99.9%. Similar. What else? In general, if you like clean, slightly tropical, sweet jasmine scents, you will love this. So yeah, that is Luxury Vert from Riiffs. Lasts on me 7-ish hours with stronger than just moderate projection. Okay, so definitely can be smelled in the air when you walk by. So yeah, that is that. And now last but not least, I have something that really stole my heart from the packaging to the juice. And this is a new release, and actually a very kind team from Royal's perfume shop sent it to me, and they now provide you with 10% discount code, which is 10 Paulina. So if you are around European Union, you can get a lot of new releases, especially Riiffs and Nusuk, which are quite hard to get elsewhere, from their website. So check them out. And I got an extrait de parfum from Riiffs, and it is Samah Pearl. And look at the packaging. And I came to find out that there's a whole collection of this. There's onyx, amethyst, rouge, golden one, I don't know. But I want them all now. Now I want them all, like, case closed. This one is probably the best one, but I still want them all. So this is how the packaging looks. Very, very exquisite. It's plush and precious. And this is the bottle, which is stunning. Stunning! And you have a nice card here explaining the fragrance. And I must say, this is one of the cutest bottles that I have. I love my pinks, guys. I cannot do anything about it. Pink is my thing. Black and pink. There's an artist called Blackpink, right? Korean girl band. Yeah, okay, whatever. Samah Pearl. This is another take on Delina, but they kind of did their own thing, just like they like to do. So this one has rambutan, which, fun fact, rambutan is very, very similar to lychee, but has slightly different shell. It has more like fur on it, and the taste of it is more creamy fruity, whereas lychee is more floral. It has more of a floral scent, and it's more floral in taste. Rambutan is more fruity. Fun fact. Then you have grapefruit, and nutmeg. Then you have Bulgarian rose, blackcurrant, and peony. And in the base, you've got caramel, incense, and precious woods. So, as you can see, there are some aspects of Delina DNA, but with many, many twists. This is far more fruity than any version of Delina. And I love the grapefruit in here. I would also say this is sweeter. For sure, it's sweeter. And I think that sweetness comes from that rum button, actually, because it's kind of a lychee-like sweetness that you smell, but it's sweeter than the lychee in Delina. So I'm guessing it might be that rambutan. And of course you get a lot of caramel in the dry down, so that amps up that sweetness as well. Very, very sweet lychee take on Delina. If you want a similar fragrance to Delina, but way more lychee, which is an actual rambutan here, then this is gonna be your gem. Like, so amped up on that lychee scent. This smells like lychee ice cream. You know, that lychee sorbet, very popular in Asia. Lychee sorbet, this is what it is. Lychee sorbet with some Delina aspects. It's phenomenal. I love it. At the moment, it's my favorite Delina-like fragrance. It's not exactly a Delina inspired scent, because it really does have different notes. But you get some Delina aspect, that rosy, nutmeggy, you know, but it's mainly lychee. And it's so creamy, it's so sugary sweet, it's amazing. I love this. Yes, 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 yes. And this one lasts on me up to 10 hours with moderate plus projection, which is amazeballs. I love this. I love this one. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. So it was worth waiting, guys, because I got it a week ago. So yeah, now I could show you everything in one video. So these are the new stuff that I have from Riiffs. That's all for today. And I still have a lot of newly acquired, I would say, Nusuk and Riiffs fragrances, but they're all very masculine. So I will keep them aside and do a separate typical masculine video. So, you know, if you're a girl and you're not interested, you don't have to sit through it. And if you're a guy, you know exactly where to go. For example, I have this new Privé Blue from Riiffs, and my friend Michaela, you know who, she really likes it. And I don't mind it either. So I'm gonna review it soon for you. But that's it for all those very exciting releases from Riiffs that you wanted to see. There you have it. More's gonna come. I already have a bunch that I have at the house, but I cannot show you yet because it's not released yet. I have 3 fragrances that are absolute bomb, including a guidance tube. A guidance tube. I'm so silly, right? Okay, guys, that is it. Love you and see you in my next one.